Hello friend, Zachary Stockill here from retroactivejealousy.com, and today I'm going to talk about the differences as well as the similarities between regular jealousy and retroactive jealousy. If you benefit from this video, please be sure to let me know by clicking the like button below. And if you want more information on things like overcoming jealousy, overcoming retroactive jealousy, relationship advice, and a whole lot more, also make sure you hit the subscribe button below this video. So a lot of people ask me, what are some of the differences and similarities between regular jealousy and retroactive jealousy? And I also get a lot of emails from retroactive jealousy sufferers describing their symptoms, describing their situations, and saying that they feel like the word jealousy doesn't truly apply to them. And in a sense, they're correct. So when I use the term retroactive jealousy, I use it in a rather general sense to refer to being bothered by thoughts of your partner's past relationships and/or dating/sexual history. This does not necessarily refer to being actually concerned that your partner is cheating on you, being actually concerned that your partner is going to get back with their ex. I'm referring to any feelings of worry or unease or anxiety around your partner's past relationships/dating sexual history. This can involve things like intrusive thoughts, unwanted intrusive thoughts, obsessive curiosity, feeling the urge to ask your partner endless questions about their past, stalking details about their past on social media. So if any of that sounds familiar to you, you are struggling with what I call retroactive jealousy. And by the way, it's obviously not just me calling it that. Many people refer to this, especially now, when it's becoming more common, more well known. Many people refer to these symptoms as constituting retroactive jealousy. And you'll notice that all of those symptoms don't necessarily relate to feeling jealous in the usual sense that people use the term jealous. So when people speak about regular jealousy, they're usually referring to things like worrying that their partner is cheating on them, being suspicious of other guys or other girls around their partner, often going through their partner's phone to make sure that they aren't cheating on them, often being very possessive and controlling of their partner. And there's often a real sense on some level, now it can either be rational or irrational, which we'll get to in a minute, but there's often a sense on some level that there's actually some cause for real concern. There might be some real breakdown in the relationship coming up. Our partner might not be able to be trusted, etc., etc. Now, as I mentioned a moment ago, in my view, when someone's dealing with regular jealousy, there is occasionally some real cause for concern there. In other words, sometimes their partner is fooling around on them. Sometimes their partner can't be trusted. Sometimes their partner is, demonstrating or displaying a number of serious relationship red flags that need to be taken seriously. And frankly, the same goes for retroactive jealousy, although I think it's more rare that there's actually some rational basis for retroactive jealousy. However, there are cases of retroactive jealousy when there is genuine cause for concern. When we find real, genuine red flags in our partner's past that indicate future problems, or at least likely future problems in the relationship moving forward. The interesting thing to note is I believe the way forward for anyone struggling with any kind of jealousy, whether it's regular jealousy or retroactive jealousy, the interesting thing that I've discovered through almost 8 years working on these issues is that the path forward is remarkably similar. Now, differentiating between, more broadly, I'm going to introduce more categories, rational jealousy and irrational jealousy is often more productive when we're having these discussions. In other words, as I mentioned a moment ago, if you're struggling with rational jealousy, in other words, if your partner is giving you genuine cause for concern, if they are genuinely texting their ex in secret every night, if they are genuinely fooling around behind your back, if they are in general being kind of shady and demonstrating real cause for concern, demonstrating that they might not be trustworthy, guess what? There's not a whole lot you can do other than, well, first off, communicate to them that they're being shady and see what's going on there. And failing that, moving on and finding someone who's a better fit for you, finding someone who is actually worthy of your love and trust. So I get emails from people sometimes just, describing their situations. And I tell them straight up, my work might not be much help to you because this is really on your partner. You're not doing anything wrong here. Your partner is genuinely demonstrating that there's a number of red flags that you need to take seriously. So that is what I call rational jealousy. Irrational jealousy represents the overwhelming majority of emails that I get, represents the overwhelming majority of the content that I put on this channel, as well as the content in my 2 online courses on jealousy. My first course, Get Over Your Partner's Past Fast, as well as my brand new course out this week the Overcoming Jealousy Blueprint. Irrational jealousy is what I specialize in, and good news for you, irrational jealousy is something that you and you alone really can actually put the work in and fix. Irrational jealousy is just that. It's irrational, and quite often irrational jealousy poisons an otherwise amazing relationship. Irrational jealousy has been responsible for more than a few breakups and divorces. I have the emails to prove it. And the good news is, irrational jealousy, once you've clearly defined it, once you've clearly identified it within yourself, as soon as you identify that you're dealing with something irrational, it immediately becomes much easier to solve because your rational brain can realize the irrationality of your feelings, and then you can find a plan, you can find a program, you can get to work and actually solve this irrational jealousy and put it behind you. So if you're at all confused about the term retroactive jealousy, regular jealousy, it might be worth thinking about, is what I'm feeling rational? In other words, is my partner genuinely demonstrating that there's real cause for concern here and I can't trust them? Or is my jealousy mostly or even entirely irrational? In other words, am I really just struggling with intrusive thoughts, obsessive curiosity that has nothing to do with my partner and everything to do with me? And am I willing to put in the work to truly put this irrational jealousy behind me for good? Thanks for watching this video. If you want information on my brand new, just released online course, I'm so excited to share it with you. I've been working on it for months. It's finally out today. Please click the link in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again very soon.